sitting at 209 on the dot. I started at 216.8. I'm 2 weeks in, but this is the first week that I'm going to be tracking everything.
What up, man? It's your boy, Mr. GC, Agent Taylor, back at it again, man. And yeah, man, as y'all see, before picture, after picture. And so let me kind of explain what happened, because you're like, dang, how you go from looking like that to looking like that, right? Well, one, I wanted to bulk up. I wanted to put on weight um, because at the time I was competing. And so, I wanted to, try to put on more muscle. Well, in that process, of course, me doing that, my wife gets pregnant. Um, we have a son. Life happens. All these things happen, and guess what? I decide not to do a show, and then guess what? I don't drop the weight, and so now, I'm sitting with this weight on me for a few years, um, and so now, I've come to the point where I'm like, you know what? Even if I don't do a show, I got to get this doggone weight off me, um, because this is crazy. This is unnecessarily, and of course, it's uncomfortable for me, because granted, right in the picture, um, where I was, pretty much in shape, that was probably about 180 pounds. Um, I started this cut at 216.8, and as you see now, I'm at 209, and the reason why I didn't do it the first week because honestly, y'all, I was going to shortchange y'all. You know, I was gonna at the end do like an extremely long video after 16 weeks of cutting and just talk about this journey. But I'm like, you know what? Maybe this can help someone. Um, whether it's a former competitor that did the same crap that I did, um, or hey, somebody that's just trying to cut some weight, and drop a few pounds, and me discussing my journey and how I'm going about it may help someone. I don't know, but I decided to be fully transparent, in the cut and what I'm doing, how I'm doing it. Um, I'm counting macros, and so that's how I'm coming down. That is different because being a competitor, we usually just eat the same things, um, pretty much for 12, 16 weeks, however long your cut is, right? um, that's kind of how you cut. Whereas now, because I really don't plan on doing any more shows, I don't plan on competing. I'm trying to learn a lifestyle that I can maintain, and I know there's so many different ways for people to maintain their lifestyles. I know people do keto. Hey, some people just stay within the confines of a certain type of lifestyle or eating pattern, however that may be, right? Um, so far, counting macros for me personally, it makes sense because I don't like to just eat the same things over and over. With the macro counting, if I want some, for instance, for breakfast, I may have some grits, eggs, um, toast. Just kind of depends on how I'm feeling, and a protein shake. Because honestly, I have torn my metabolism up. Definitely. I am eating probably more than I even want to eat, and I'm still, losing weight. So for me, this makes sense. I'm not starving myself. In fact, I'm probably right now eating more food than I even want to. Um, but I know that's part of the process. And so I'm going to give you guys weekly updates. I'm going to talk about my mental because I feel like that's real heavy. Talk about my family life. I have a actually 18-month-old son now. He's a year and a half. And of course, I'm married and trying to, live, make sure that I'm giving them time as far as, attention and all of those things, still being able to go out to eat, um, and living that life you know, while staying in the confines of something, while I'm trying to, you know, lose weight and get down. Right now, I don't really know exactly how far I want to get down, but I just want to get down to comfortable. I don't know if I'm not gonna say maybe 175, 180-ish, and then kind of reverse from there, and then maybe maintain like 190, 185, 190. I'm not sure yet. It's gonna all be on the process, how I look, how I feel, you know, as I drop the weight. To me, that's not really exactly the, you know, what I'm thinking about. I mean, because if I need to get down to, you know, 165, 170, I'll do that. It's not a, you know, it's not a big deal to me. But also I need to get back down to something that I'm comfortable with and that my body will enjoy. Because me personally, I'll be honest with you guys, like I know some people, you know, they rather be super cut and look that. Like that's not really, I don't really care about that. I like to look big. You know what I'm saying? I like to look like I got size, and I like to look like I work out in the gym. And not necessarily, you know, chiseled hasn't really been something I cared about outside of course, you know, competing. Then I mean, that's life. But that's not really my whole quote unquote goals. But you know, I'm getting older now. I'm 37, and so the weight got to go, man. You know, I got to get this weight off. And so I'm going to, you know, show my progress and keep you guys posted. Mentally right now, I'm good. I'm strong. You know, my lifts are still heavy. In fact, they probably have gotten heavier. I guess to give you an example, probably my max on bench is probably about 320, 325. Squats, I tore my ACL, so I don't really go too crazy on squats, but I would say it's probably around the 400 range. I could get it because I don't normally go over 315, you know, on squats. And rows probably, bent over rows, barbell, probably about 315, 320-ish as well. So, you know, I'm over the 300 club on that. And I guess if I said deadlifts, that's probably closer to 500 pounds. So, just to kind of give y'all a thought process of where my lifts are and how I am, man. But I'm excited, man. I'm in this for the long haul because I'm looking for something that I can sustain and something that I can continue to do. And I feel like, you know, this macro counting is something that I can. And so I didn't want to cut for 16 weeks, show y'all the before picture, and then show y'all the after and not explain to y'all the middle. So I'm going to keep them coming, man, and I'll definitely show you guys my progress. All right, man, it's your boy, Mr. GC Agent Taylor. I'm out.